So, this special edition of Pick of the Commonwealth comes from Mauritius, a small island miles from anywhere. It's rather beautiful, quite mountainous, and it was once home to the extinct dodo. My name is Robin White. Mauritius has no natural resources whatsoever. The people are from a wide variety of ethnic groups. Religious differences run deep. Sounds like a recipe for disaster? Well, this island is thriving.
Charlie, oh, Charlie, arrête boire du vin banane. Quand tu bois du vin banane, toi gagne bébé ciseau. Charlie, oh, Charlie.
My guide to Mauritius is Rishi Gopaul, television news editor at the Mauritius Broadcasting Corporation. He will show me around the capital, Port Louis, take me to a very expensive tourist resort. We will visit a huge knitting factory and a very tall building in the space-age cyber city. But the first thing I wanted to know from Rishi is, what makes a Mauritian?
For me, a Mauritian is someone who's born in Mauritius, first of all, but who has a mix of different cultures which come from different parts of the world. We know that this country never belonged to anyone. You had Dutch came here, the settlers, and the French, the British, and then from Africa, from Madagascar, Senegal, Mozambique, India, China. So today I would say that all the Mauritians have a little blend of all those cultures.
What colour are Mauritians? If you look around, they're sort of brownish.
Yes, but Mauritians are any kind of color. You can be white, you can be Mauritian, you can be black, and you can be Mauritian, brown, Mauritian. But of course, the majority of the population is composed of have Indian background and African background in second place, and then two people from the European background.
There are no indigenous Mauritians, are there? This island was uninhabited.
Yes, you're right. There was no one living, no human living at least, but there was the dodo, the big bird. So, in fact, if you can say, the only indigenous inhabitants were the dodos.
Is that a strength or a weakness not to have had any indigenous people here?
For me, it's a strength. Because if we had some indigenous people, we might have had problems, like problems we have right now in Australia with the Aborigines. They're fighting for recognition. But I think that that's a strength, because no one can claim this is my country. It's a country for everyone. And right now we are even promoting foreigners to come here to buy a piece of land. You have a residentship in 3 days. So you come here, you want to live here, this country is yours.
Charlie, oh, Charlie, arrête boire du vin banane. Quand tu bois du vin banane, toi gagne bébé ciseau.
Rishi and I take to the streets of Port Louis. It's a strange city, a mixture of old colonial buildings, both French and English. There's a spanking new harbourfront development with tourist shops, bars and fast food restaurants. There's an army of cleaners just about keeping on top of the litter. And there's a rather beautiful market selling quality vegetables, fish and meat for the locals, and trinkets and baskets for the tourists.
Charlie, oh, Charlie, arrête boire du vin banane. Quand tu bois du vin banane, toi gagne bébé.
Okay, Rishi, the first thing to say about Port Louis is the banks. You have so many banks.
Yes, we have many banks here because, you know, Mauritius has now changed its economic orientation. We want to attract more investors.
But on every street corner there's a bank.
Yes. This place where you are here, in fact, you have all the headquarters of the major banks. Like, you've got the State Bank here, the big building. Now you have the HSBC, Hong Kong Shanghai Bank. You've got Banque des Mascareins. You've got the Mauritius Commercial Bank here. You've got the Bank of Mauritius, the central bank here. So this area where you're looking, it's mainly all the headquarters of the major banks in Mauritius. And yes, you're right. You're right. There are many banks in Mauritius. You walk a few meters, you get a bank. Well,
does that mean there's lots and lots of money here?
Compared to other countries, yes. Compared to other countries, I mean African countries.
Libate bisla. Bisla fin de claqué. Libate bisla.
This is the Prime Minister's office.
Okay.
Prime Minister's office here. And this is an old building as well. Dates back from the British colonialist period.
Two policemen on guard.
Yes, we have two policemen on guard here for the Prime Minister's office.
I can't imagine there's much threat to his life.
We hope there's not. we
You
Mauritius.
don't have political violence here.
No, not. Compared to other countries, no. And we hope we don't have that in future.
It's quite a clean town, Port Louis.
You think so?
Yeah, I tell you.
Right?
I saw earlier today there were armies of street cleaners out.
Yes, you're right. In fact, not only Port Louis, it's the whole country where we have a policy to clean the country.
But you obviously don't think it's that clean.
We would wish it was cleaner again. Like you see, there's one plastic bag. We wouldn't like to see one plastic bag, a single plastic bag, you know.
Okay. Are you going to pick it up?
Yes, why not?
कितना हमनी खुशी रली सा देख ले आज तू सब छूती होवत बा जब तोर घरे आईली तोर हाथ मांगे
Port Louis is Mauritius's past. The future is 20 or 30 kilometers away.
कि यू खुशी बा तू जाए बेला फोर्स तू सुन ले
Rishi, where are we going now?
We're going to the Cyber City.
Cyber City.
Yes, the Cyber City. In fact, it's a place where you have all the latest technologies companies coming. So it's becoming like the new, I won't say the capital, but it's there that you are having lots of offices. Now it's becoming an alternative to Port Louis. And if you see the buildings as well, the Cyber Tower has been named as the most intelligent building in the world.
What's intelligent about it?
Okay, it's like a building that they've taken all the precautions. If there's a terrorist attack, there's no problem about electricity. You have all the communications facilities available. That's worldwide standards.
कितना हमनी खुशी रली सा देख ले आज तू सब छूती होवत
The Cyber Tower is indeed massive. It's home to the upwardly mobile, the ambitious, the technocrats, and the inevitable international call centres.
Hi, you've reached Cheap Tickets. This is Jenny speaking. May I please have your Cheap Tickets record locator?
Meet Tasha, who's talking to Americans, sorting out their travel arrangements and changing airline tickets. She's one of hundreds, mostly girls, wearing headphones, sitting for hours in front of a room full of very new computers. All the girls are given American names. Tasha is called Jenny, and they're trained to sound as American as possible. Their trainer is Catherine Feldhake. What exactly does she teach them?
I teach sounds, I teach grammar, I teach American culture, everything. Mm-hmm.
Do they have to sound American?
Yes, we try to get them to sound American.
Otherwise, what?
Otherwise, we do more training.
And how well are they doing?
Very well. Mauritians learn very fast and very eager to learn.
But do they sound American?
To an extent. To an extent. Nobody is going to sound, I mean, there are people that live in the United States for 10 years and they don't have an American accent. So it's very hard for people who have never been there to get that American accent. But they try really, really hard and they do really well.
So how is business?
Business is good. We're growing. We're getting more agents. It's great.
Tasha, otherwise known as Jenny, loves her work. So how do you feel talking on the line all day to people in America?
It's fantastic.
Are people sometimes rude to you?
Yes, you get many of them, but you need to be patient, courteous, and you're not allowed to be rude back to them.
What makes you most mad?
Makes me mad on calls.
Yeah.
When you need to repeat yourself each and every time, when they sometimes happens you have bad connection.
What happens if you get a really stupid customer who's so slow, can't understand you,
No, we need to.
and doesn't like your American accent either?
Right, you have sometimes that some customers will tell you, you know what, I'm not able to understand you. But you need to be patient once again because customer service is to be here and help them.